Hi everyone. As promised, this will be an introduction to of the first. It's not really what I call a chapter, but I feel like before we could actually tackle all the chapters, we need to get our background straight. So what I'll actually be doing in this video, I'll actually give you the definition of simplification, and I'll actually show you why it is so important to actually do simplification. So what is simplification? As the maybe the definition will actually suggest, simplification is actually to send or write things in their simplest form. So why would you want to write things in their simplest form? Oh well, whenever you write things in their simplest form, you actually find that maybe you just have another one here, you've got a negative one here. But if you actually look here, this you wouldn't actually see unless you simplify. So when you simplify it, you'll actually see that the equivalent of this thing is zero. So that's why simplification becomes important, because it actually helps you to get rid of information that you don't really need. And why is it so important? So it is so important because if maybe let's just say you've got something like maybe 6 plus 6, you can collect those like terms maybe to get your 12. So if you've got a 12, it's much better to work with 12 rather than to work with 6 plus 6. So it's something like that. It actually make other processes much easier to work with. Cancellations, as I've showed you, that maybe you might be having one on the other side, you've got a negative one on the other. So those ones and minus one, they actually cancel each other, which actually equates to zero. And then there's something we're going to be studying later, which is actually factorization. So you can actually, maybe let's just say, factorize something, and then the only way for you to actually check that your factorization was right, you actually do simplification, so that you can actually get back to the answer. So with that being said, there's just a lot of things that have actually can be done with simplification, but I'll actually highlight you as we proceed. So simplification and factorization actually form a very fundamental part of math. So that will actually conclude the introduction to simplification. The next lecture will then give you the theory of simplification.